I work for a large tech company. I work in the tech sector of a large financial company, right? If I was at Twitch, I would, instead of taking a larger cut of the bits, I would try and reduce the cut, but increase. Oh my God, what's it called? I would reduce the cut I take, but increase conversion rates, right? So if more people cheer with this new functionality, when it's properly implemented and we can get the alerts and everything and the overlays rolling, right? By increasing the amount of conversions, you will, by the law of large numbers, get more revenue from increased, from the increased usage, instead of taking a larger cut of a few uses. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing that's the game plan here. So both streamer and Twitch makes more money. That's the goal. That's the goal. Kept up to date, but I had to pay $25 to get 15 worth of bits last time I checked. Yeah. This is literally my field of study. Why make a ton of money? We can make all the money. Can't take the rat out of the race. Well, we get back to the fact that I don't care. I stream because it's fun. If I can make enough money to do this full time, I will jump at the opportunity. But I don't care too much about the decision making that goes on at Twitch. Because if Twitch gets too terrible to deal with, people will jump to YouTube. Then YouTube will get too terrible to deal with, and people will jump to Twitch. It has happened about 5 times up until this point, both ways, and we're currently in the people jumping from Twitch part. What color is my Bugatti? It's actually blueberry purple. So yeah. And also, Attila, you're not thinking greedily enough, Attila. You're giving these people the virtue of, or the sin of greed, but you're not thinking greedy enough, Attila. They will grub and cheat and nickel and dime every last cent on the dollar because line goes up and looks good. Yes, Attila, but you're not thinking greedily enough. The true greed is making it seem like you're doing people a favor, you know? And by increasing the amount of conversion, because people feel like they're supporting their streamers more, and it's an easier and shorter user journey from the point of engagement to the point of activation, you make more money. And that is the pinnacle of greed. Making people spend money and give you money so that you earn money by making the people, the user, think that you are doing them a service, that you're doing them a favor, that you're helping them out, that you're helping them help their favorite creator out. And that is the big greed move. I think Twitch is on its way out and cashing in because they're sunsetting before the next 5 years. Based on what, Attila? Based on what? Their company wants to make money. Makes sense to me. Exactly. Like, people have said the same about YouTube, Google, everything like that. The only difference between Twitch and the rest of the massive platforms is that Twitch is actually expected to turn a profit. Google is barely profitable at this point, and honestly, Google is starting to feel, okay, fuck it. Listen, all right, we're going to get into this. Twitch right now is the only content platform that is expected to turn profit and increase revenue, right? Google is barely making money, you know. Google and Facebook, and or Alphabet and Facebook, and you know what? Let's just throw TikTok in there as well. Are not profitable companies. I haven't checked in the last 2 years or something, but if they have started to turn a profit, it has been very recently since they actually started making money, right? Apple, of the massive tech companies that exist right now at the pinnacle of the stock market, Apple is the only company really that turns a proper actual profit. And Google is starting to feel the pinch. They're starting to lay off staff. They're starting to hound their staff way more about, the regular bullshit managerial, production rates and, blah, 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 all the nonsense that everybody hates about working for large corporations hate, right? They're starting to do that because they need to start turning a profit, for shareholders, because capitalism, right? Same with Facebook. Facebook, or Meta, is struggling like crazy, okay? And they turned a profit last year for the first time ever since the company was founded, I think. And they need to find a way to increase monetization even more. TikTok doesn't care about monetization because they're bankrolled by, we're not going to get into it, where it starts with ch and ends with Aina. And or it starts with CC and ends with P. And that is currently what's happening. The last time YouTube tried to make a lot of money, they triggered what is known as the adpocalypse on YouTube. It's been about 4 adpocalypses since then for different genres of creators for different reasons. The first adpocalypse was for gaming creators, which is why a ton of well-established gaming creators on YouTube went over to Twitch. And now Twitch has reached a size where they need to be beholden to advertisers. So we have already gone through a little bit of an adpocalypse on Twitch. But the thing Twitch did, which is kind of great as a move, but nobody sees this because it doesn't get you likes on Twitter, is the fact that Twitch has actually increased ad revenue for creators, unlike YouTube, who just decreased ad revenue for creators. For every cent on the dollar that you get from ads, from making YouTube videos, gaming creators makes about 30 cents per dollar, right? Because gaming as a category on YouTube is the lowest paid category. If you have a video making 1 million views in the lifestyle category, that video will make more money than a 1 million view video in the gaming category. It doesn't matter what game, doesn't matter if it's made for children, it doesn't matter if the views are similar and the like to dislike ratio is the same. Doesn't matter if the same amount of traffic from outside of YouTube is the same on both videos. They can have the identical traffic. The lifestyle video will make more money. And what people seem to forget, and what people seem to think, because Twitch used to be a cool company, Twitch used to be a value-driven company, Twitch used to be a startup. Twitch is not a startup anymore. The same way YouTube hasn't been a startup for 12 years, right? The golden age of YouTube was about 8 years ago. Golden age of Twitch, 4 years ago-ish. 4 years ago-ish. And then a little bump, little peaking during COVID because nobody had anything else to do and then watch streams. But we are rapidly reaching the end of the gold rush, the end of the end of the period where entertainment was created for entertainment's sake, in terms of movies or in terms of music, right? And we are entering the time where publishers start to amass power and are basically becoming the kingmakers of who does and who doesn't make it. In the same way that it happened with music, in the same way that it happened with movies, movie stars, production studios, all that sort of thing. And we're slowly entering, I guess you could call it a second golden age for content creation because of the exorbitant amount of money that will come into this when the production starts to get centralized and you can almost audition to become the next big thing, right? And that is basically it. Alphabet is terrible. They own Google, they own YouTube. Amazon is terrible. They own Twitch. Facebook, Meta, they're terrible. TikTok is actually the worst one of them all because they are just obfuscating what they really are, which is just a massive data and or massive information gathering platform bankrolled by something that starts with CC and ends with P. And yeah, that is what's happening. All content platforms that are currently available that are not extremely fringe and tiny are terrible. The grass is not green anywhere, and you just have to choose which part of the wilderness you should set up your tent and try to make some sort of entertainment that people will enjoy. It's as simple as that. Yeah. You should do a YouTube video of this. I will literally take this entire thing, Pataz, and put it on YouTube.